Okay, hi. So you mentioned the fan votes earlier, but you also received so many votes from artists themselves. How does it feel to think about your impact and the influence you've had on so many artists like Frampton?
Well, it always amazes me, actually, when I hear, because I'm such a big fan of so many great musicians, like this one right here and this one right here. And then all of a sudden I hear, oh, do you know I stole this bit from your guitar playing? And, you know, I mean, Eddie Van Halen, rest in peace, when I visited the studio one day when they were recording, he played me at the beginning of one of their songs, and he said, I nicked that from Nowhere's Too Far from my baby from the Frampton album. So it's like, oh my God, you don't realize how what you do is listened to by your peers. And I always say, nah, they don't want to listen to me. Listen to somebody else, you know, but it's very nice, and obviously it makes you feel good when you hear that.
Well, I'm going to take that question back to you guys. So what is doing this here?
It's just a huge honor, it really is. I mean, getting to play with him, period. We've known each other since the 90s. And to get to play together, I think that might be the first time properly. I mean, we played together New Year's Eve, yes. But the first time properly sitting and playing with you was amazing. Yeah. Surreal.
Your relationship, your friendship.
Well, my friendship with Peter, wow, like I say, it goes back way to
So it's like this bit.
was it 67 or 68?
I think it was the end of '67.
Yeah, kind of,
Right there.
yeah. You were at the pinnacle of your decline. No wonder you joined up with Steve Marriott, because you needed to go there. You know?
Yeah, no, I had to leave
because
that.
you were going to be forever stuck in the herd.
Yeah.
As being in a herd is forever stuck.
Yes.
But all I can say is just listening to these two playing tonight, for me, having been in this limelight since 1965, it was fabulous to hear the sound of real guitars instead of all that fuzz box shit that they put on these days, detuned. It's not rock and roll. It's not music. It's become something completely different. And it was just wonderful and refreshing to hear Peter's guitar sound and John Burkeen, the balance together and the sensitivity in your voice. And like I said on the screen, it's reflected in your playing. And your secret is everything you do comes from your heart, and it's always been that way. And it's always affected me, because that's what I try to do is sing. Yeah. I mean that, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I'm bloody all the way down. But I really do mean that. And you know, what I do know about Peter, I've got to tell you about this man. He's absolutely unconditional when it comes to music. We both ended up on a tour of Australia in the year 2000. And the promoter who put it on was a kind of Barnum and Bailey kind of guy. And he signed us all up to do this British Rock Symphony tour. And it was Peter, Alice Cooper, myself, Paul Rogers, and a couple of Australian geezers. I can't remember, can you? No, it's going. And but the guy who signed us up to do this tour didn't, in the contracts, put any billing arrangements. So this tour for us artists, if there had been any egos involved, would have been an absolute nightmare, because no one would have wanted to go on first. You know, everybody would want to be the star of the show. But as it happened, Peter was so unconditional, he didn't give a shit where he went. I didn't give a shit where I went. And Alice didn't care where he went. And somehow or the other we put a show together that had a great balance and did very well. Wasn't it? It was really good fun. So it just shows you, nobody remembers the perfect show, but everybody remembers a fuck up. They really do. And I've learned in my career to make as many fuck ups as I can.
Then the guy didn't pay us.
Yeah. No, of course he didn't pay us. He was a barman. I mean, this, you know, as Keith Richards said, being in the music business and getting ripped off, which has happened to Peter, has happened to me, and happened to you, Keith?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, well, oh, what a surprise. It's the price of a fucking education.
Well,
Oh,
thank
there
you
you go.
guys so much, and congratulations.
Well done, Peter.